3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to Thursday Night Team Empire. We've got a very special opportunity call. I've got a guy on here. Go ahead and guys hit mute if you can. And let me I've lost all my squares here. I'm killing it. I love it. There it is. Thank you guys. All right. I want to introduce to you somebody I know and love. I love this guy, and what I love about Kyle McGregor is he's driven to success. He's built organizations of thousands. He knows how to make money, but what he loves most of all is helping other people. I mean, he knows his facts, and best of all, this guy likes to have fun. So tonight we're going to share about a new presentation that you haven't seen. There'll be some new slides in here. I hope you guys enjoy it. We worked hard on it for you. And, I'm just blown away by this opportunity. I've created several businesses, sold them for millions. And what attracted me to this business is just, it made sense. What you put in your body, and, my life has changed significantly. And it's one of the biggest opportunities on the planet, in my opinion. And one of the guys that's going to help share this opportunity with you today is Mr. Kyle McGregor. Where are you, Kyle?
I am here. Can you hear me all right?
I can.
All right. Good to see everybody on here. Thanks for being here, guys, taking time out of your busy schedule to really listen in on, really just have an opportunity conversation. And I want to give a little love back to Micah. This gentleman works behind the scenes endlessly, really helping create and set up infrastructure and helping people, in the background as well as the foreground. So we're so thankful for everything that you do, Micah. I mean, a servant mentality, really truly helping lead from the front and have the opportunity to really position ourselves to benefit from what we have here. But I just want to talk a little bit about, where we're at, really what people want. That's what these opportunity conversations are about, is just to really get to the nitty gritty, get to the facts of really where we're at in life. Because at the end of the day, what is it that you want? And most people don't know. I mean, you go ask 100 people if they really want that, they have no idea. They're just literally going through life wherever the wind blows them. Something comes, they'll maybe take advantage of it, right? But I found there's a lot of poor people in this world, right? Poor is an acronym for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. Now, why do I say that? There's a lot of times that we have been inundated and thrown so many things at us that really most people don't even know what opportunity looks like, even if it hits them in the face. Literally, to be educated in regards to understanding what true entrepreneurship is and what opportunity looks like, and then what needs to happen in order for you to take action to financially benefit and gain. That's big. And so that's what I'm here talking about here today is get off of maybe the path that it's not working for you. I always tell people to engage on things that will serve you, not right or wrong, just what's going to serve you, what's going to help you achieve the success that you're looking to have in your life. But first, you got to get to the point of knowing what it is. What is it that you truly desire? For me, really, I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have financial independence. I wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, and have the financial means to be able to make that a reality. And the thing is, when I was, first introduced to this industry, I was in a place where I was driven to succeed with what I was programmed to do. I was programmed to go to school, get good grades, get a good job, work for the man for 40 years. And at the end of that time, you'll have a pension, you'll have a, retirement that you'll be taken care of. But at the end of the day, is that a truth today? Here's a crazy statistic. 95% of Americans today, according to the Social Security Administration, say that we're either dead or dead broke by the age of 65. And that's supposed to be the retirement age. By 72, people are still having to work. Now people are retiring at 72, and the average death expectancy is 75 years old. Guys, that's not a way to retire. So the thing is, what I've been able to learn over the last 18 years of being in this space, and I've had my ups and downs. I've had my learning curve. We all have to go through that. But in this time frame, I've been able to see the inside out and the outside in within this space, within various companies over the years, and super blessed to have had that opportunity. The thing is, we only know what we know. And this is the beautiful part about what we have here and what we've created and positioned as a platform for us to really learn these skill sets, learn this mindset and philosophies in order for you to win in life, for you to achieve a higher way of living, right? So you can thrive instead of just survive. So that's why we're going to be talking here today. We're going to be talking about something that you can actually step forward and actually put into place your talents, your skill sets. And I loved what we're doing here with the movement that we have with the company that we partnered with. Is it allows you to really be you, right? And really encompass the trueness of who you are. And we all have talents and abilities. We all have things that we're good at. You know, you may be good at one thing, I could be good at another, but us coming together and working in synergy, we could all win together on a higher level, even faster. And so that's what we're doing is we're creating a community of like-minded individuals and teaching entrepreneurship, teaching people how they can actually achieve success in a shorter period of time, but also learning how to utilize something called leverage. And that's one thing I was never taught in school. I was going to school to go to the medicine side of things, right? My grandfather was a neurosurgeon. My brother was a gynecologist. I was going towards medicine. That was my game plan. And over the years, when I actually caught the entrepreneur bug, I had met various doctors and physicians that actually deterred me from doing that route because of really what's become over the last 50 years. And that's why I'm so passionate about what we have here. And what really the company that we partnered with is a company, it's a biotech company. And I'm going to actually just get into some of these slides and just go through some of these things. And guys, if we're fortunate enough, I know Mr. John Malott, he is one of my great friends. He's actually one of my mentors growing up in this space. This gentleman actually is in Belize right now. They have a shoddy internet reception over there right now. So it's crazy. They just had a whole bunch of storms that happened, and the Wi-Fi is super crazy. So hopefully he'll be able to jump on this evening. But I'm going to hit it hard here tonight. I'm going to speak from the heart. I'm going to be authentic and real and truthful with you, because what we have here is phenomenal. It's really I got to pinch myself every day, because when I come into a space, I was looking for about a year. I built a team, an organization of about 2 million people in my last company I built. And within that time frame, I was able to learn a lot of things. And I have about a 20-point checklist of things that I need for me to actually choose in to actually build and work with a company. You can do one of two things. You can either find and incorporate yourself within a company, or build it yourself. Guys, we're blessed because we don't have to do that. We don't have all the overhead, the employees, all the manufacturing costs. We don't have to have, all the things that it takes to build a business, a company, a traditional company. That is not easy. And Micah can attest to you. He's seen tremendous success in his life. And that's why we've attracted people of that caliber like Micah, where he is just killing it here, because he sees the value of what the infrastructure that's been made, but the timing of what we have is phenomenal. So I'm just going to get into this thing. I'm going to have Micah share a couple of things as we go as well. But if you just look at really where we're at in regards to the global perspective, right? According to the Global Wellness Institute, the global health and wellness industry is now 4.2 trillion with a T, right? That is massive. And so if you see the size of that, go ahead, the size of that, you look at what we're doing. What we've done is we're tapping into multiple verticals. We're tapping into these things in this health and wellness space. And you can see each one of these, everything from heart to cardiovascular to weight management to your vitamin D to all of these different industries we're tapping into and have created a solution for these, where it's not a one size fits all. This is a customized designer nutrition that we have. So we'll go into more detail in regards to what that looks like. But if you look at how large we're just tapping just the beginning of where we're going. We're at a $1.4 trillion that we can start tapping into right here, right now, just in the formulation of what we have with the type of ingredients that we have. If you look at the dynamic of really what the public is saying, if you look at DNA is hot right now. It's not a fad. It's not going away. It is you. This is your blueprint. And everything from Science American to Discovery to Time Magazine, there are so many things coming out in regards to how we can utilize our DNA for us to benefit from, right? And so this is a quick little short 90-second video. I want you to really have a comprehension of what we're doing and very simplistically how we share it with people. And so we'll share this with you and I'll come right back. may want to push the play button on that one. Can't hear the sound on that one there, brother.
Throughout generations, our DNA is already known. And today, one company takes human history into the 21st century. Because every body is unique. And your DNA is the authority on your body's nutritional needs. Introducing UFORIA, a nutritional supplement unique to every one of us because it's custom designed for each of us based on our DNA. No more guessing. No more risking deficiency or toxicity. No more wasting money. Just 100% you. Customized design. Delivered to your door. And affordable. Your parents gave you your DNA. But this isn't your parents' nutrition. This is your own designer nutrition. This is your nutrition. UFORIA. Being you never felt better.
Awesome. That just shows how simple it is. Really just gets the point across. But really understanding the uniqueness that your DNA gives really is the key to your health and wellness. And what we've done, I mean, there's millions of different, we call SNPs, or single nucleotide polymorphisms, that we've inherited from our parents. Everything from eye color to our skin tone, you name it, right? But there's certain things that are actionable things that affect our longevity of life, on our better and our wellness, right? So again, like cardiovascular, mitochondrial function, brain function, our blood pressure, our weight management. See, these are all things we need to address. The thing is, most people don't know what they need. They've been guessing this whole time. We call it blind nutrition, right? And so if you go on, what we've done is we really have what's called a Swiss Army knife panel of addressing all of these. Again, these different verticals that we're tapping into are taking care of exactly what our bodies need. Because if you give your body the right raw materials, it'll start to operate optimally. That's why I love what we come together and put together here. So what you've done is basically you've inherited these things. And what we do is we've created a 35-page report. They do a simple swab, and Micah's going to go through this real briefly about the simplistically how we're implementing and bringing people on. Is you've either inherited these specific variances, you know, these are morphisms. These are things that can be detrimental to our health long term. And if they're not addressed, these are actionable. If you don't take action, that they'll take action, and not in a positive way. So we need to address things and give our bodies a thing to offload some of these negative experiences, right? So you've inherited from both parents, like the red SNP, the red indicator there, from one parent, or even not inherit that specific variant at all. And so if you go, we do a simple swab, right and left, and we send it to our state-of-the-art laboratories, and give you a 35-page report that breaks it all down for you. Now, what's so crazy and awesome to me is I understood this. This is a common sense concept, because your body's not mine, mine's not yours. We're going to have different ailments in our lives. We're going to need different ingredients. And so why are we taking the same stuff? Because we don't know. But now we're giving our body a voice. Now, if you go to the next slide, I'll show you. I have a twin brother. And we have, out of these 18 specific actionable SNPs, these big heavy hitters, only 8 of those 18 we have actually the same. As you can tell in the FTO gene, or SNP we call it, is I did not inherit either of those FTOs from my parents. My brother, my twin brother, inherited both of those from both parents, ironically. So he's going to need certain ingredients that I won't need, or more of a certain ingredient, right? And so, again, these are all things that we need to look at and address, and we're actually giving solutions to people for that. And so we are fraternal twins, 2 separate eggs, 2 separate sperm. However, I find this very intriguing that, us as twin brothers, being so much alike, we are so different. Even though we're 99% the same, there are those intricacies of the things that we need that's going to be different. So, Micah, why don't you just explain a little bit of the process of really what people can receive and what they get from start to finish in a brief manner here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Kyle. And also want to let you guys know we're live on Facebook tonight on Team Empire. So check that out. Share that with friends as well. We finally got that working. All right. So first you starts with the You Start kit. Okay. you swab, and then you put your sample in the prepaid envelope and send it back to the labs. And that whole process, you know, takes about a week to 2 weeks to get your DNA report back. Once you get your DNA report back, then your sample and the real magic begins, where we create your own nutrition through the nutritionator, right? So there's only one nutritionator in the world. There's another one being built. It microdoses to the microgram of what you need, over 400 million combinations. And then roughly 30 days after you swabbed and put it in the mail, you will receive your own custom designer nutrition from UFORIA. We're made in world-class labs. Now, these are some things maybe you've seen before, but my wife's in anesthesiology, and I used to work for GE Medical, and I can tell you that these things like HIPAA compliance and CLIA certified and CAP accredited, just Google search those and look at NSF Sport certified. That's a very distinct certification. It means that, yes, the pro teams can use this. It's good for the Olympics. Your athletes, they're not going to test positive for anything. It's completely all natural. So the intellectual software, that is what this company is about. Well over 20 years in the making. Tens of thousands of people have already been on this. We've used independent studies. In fact, 40 independent studies for each ingredient. And again, there's 400 million plus combinations. I can't wait until we get into more SNPs because there's going to be even more combinations. And this is one of my favorite videos I just want to share with you guys. It's all about the Nutritionator. Check it out.
I love that video, man. The thing is on point because it helps understand the technology behind it. I mean, this is the technology meets the science, and this is years and years in making, 20 years plus of research. And now the technology has caught up to be able to help formulate this and scale it to be able to bring it to the world. Here's the thing is, most of the companies that have a blind conceptual idea of, hey, look, one size fits all, let's prefab, pre-manufacture, stuck on the shelf, go to the GNC and figure out, and let's see if it works or not. The thing is, if you don't need it, you excrete it. I call that expensive urine. Guys, I've been doing that for so many years. And I have my cupboards full of stuff because I heard this was good, heard this might be good, but you can also take too much of the right thing, actually become more toxic than healthy, right? And here's the great part, because we now have the ability, because doctors, attorneys, doctors and physicians, everything from, doctors, osteopathic medicine to anesthesiologists, you name it. There's a lot of doctors out there that majority of them really don't have a clue about the nutritional needs of what their clients have, right? But now we have what's called practitioner, that, again, another vertical we're tapping into, a whole new market that most other companies can never tap into, can never reach. But now we can actually help them brand that specific products based on their own clientele base and what SNPs that their clients will need, and help them get to market a positive product that will help their clients not live in a sick world. This is not we've been living in a sick society, right? This practitioner now has the ability to have a wellness factor, right? Because health is not just an event. Health is a habit, guys. And that's really what you need to understand. All right, so go ahead next. So approaching about 100 plant-based peer-reviewed ingredients, combined with that those 18 SNPs, about 400 million possible combinations. It's labeled real-time with your name and your barcode attached to it, FDA compliant. And these are clinical doses, guys. This is exactly what your body's indicating it needs to the microgram of exactly what your body's indicating it needs. So that's huge to me, to where now there's no more guesswork. We don't have to guess anymore, guys. We now have the opportunity to actually take what we truly need. And if you look at the next slide, it really goes through the ingredients list. It's non-GMO, it's vegan, gluten-free. It's true health. This is a natural remedy for some of the things that we can take in order for us to, our bodies to operate optimally. Okay, go ahead. Now, this right here on the left, that's actually just a part of my supplement facts. Those are the things that, the ingredients I have, the amounts that I have in. I got over 70 ingredients in my specific one, because some people have more, some people have less, depending on what you've necessarily inherited. But we have a base formula on the right-hand side. That's just the first sheet, and it shows. But if you go to the next couple of clicks here, it shows really, it's just a smart, what's called Uscription. So just like you take a shower every day, you work out on a monthly basis, you want to take your proper nutrition every month too. Again, this is DNA driven, this is cost efficient, it's customized to you, and nearly about 100 plant-based peer-reviewed ingredients and delivered to your home. So it's very, very convenient. You don't have to go out and figure it out and find out and guesswork anymore. And just the base ingredients alone is well over $600, right? But it's not going to cost you $600. We'll get to that point in here in a minute. But this is big, where we can now have an affordable aspect, where one of the base ingredients is called AC11. And this was a game changing for me, because if you really look at the science of the geneticists I've talked to, these factors, if you just go get this ingredient alone, that is included in every one. It's not just a little bit. This is our base formula. And this has been known to, at the end of our chromosomes, we have little things called telomeres. And the longer the telomeres, the longer your life. And one of the only known ingredients on the planet Earth that actually has been known to lengthen telomeres and repair your DNA. And so in every product that we get as a base formula, you're going to have this in yours. And it's not going to be $129 for one bottle, guys. That's just one ingredient. But if you think about that next slide, if you went to GNC, and you think about the cost factor of what all of these things would be, right? And if you went, let's just say, on average, you'll see anywhere between 55 to like 90 plus ingredients that people have in their nutrition, or nutrition based on you, all right? And let's just say 78 ingredients are in there, and let's just say, but you go to GNC and you get each one of these things. And some of the things that are in my nutrition, I don't even know where to get it, right? That's the beautiful part about it. We're addressing those things, and we're taking the guesswork out. But let's just say $5 a bottle, because some bottles are $20, $30, $50. Let's just say 5 on the very low scale. And 78 ingredients, $5 a pop, that's $390. Now, for the average person, they probably wouldn't go spend $390 a month on their nutrition to be able to, give their body the proper, nutrients.
Right. Hey, Kyle, I wanted to add something about that too. You talked about your ingredients versus your brother's, and, Misty, she has over 83 and I have like 64. She actually went through her ingredients. Of course, the base blend was 600. You can't get AC11 for cheaper than $150 a bottle, but she actually went through every ingredient and tried to buy it online and Amazon. And it was well over and close to $2,000 just for those 83 ingredients. So you're absolutely right there.
That's a big factor, guys, that not only are we giving you a knowledge and empowering you to know what your body needs, but we're actually creating a solution at a cost effectiveness. Guys, $5-6 a day to be able to give your body exactly what it needs, $159 a month. Guys, to prevent the things that could potentially hurt you long term, this is the biggest no-brainer ever. Because you can do one or two things. You're either going to pay for health or sickness later, you're going to pay for your health today. Right. And how many people's cupboards look like this? This was at the bottom was mine, just a part of one of the shelves that I had. I just took a picture of it to show how ridiculous it was. But guys, instead of taking all of these things and guessing, now you don't have to guess anymore. Now we're giving people a solution, and then just have one thing that it's in your cupboard that you take on a daily basis to be able to get exactly what your body needs. Now, there's 3 questions people usually ask. Mike, if you want to hit these, I think these are huge for me, because I like to answer these questions, because to me, they're kind of no-brainer questions because I know a little bit more than most people. But Micah, what are these 3 questions I think that a lot of people ask?
Absolutely. You know, I hear this a lot, and it's why can't I just eat the right foods? And, you know, there's something called soil depletion. A recent study said that if you ate 2 peaches back in the 50s, you'd get the right amount of vitamin A that you would need, that the FDA recommends. But now it would take you well over 45 or 50 some just to get that vitamin A because of the soil depletion, because what we've done to our soil. It's just you're not getting the nutrients. So you need to get that from somewhere else. The other question I hear is like, what happens, you know, will I feel any different? You know, some people feel different, some people don't. I didn't feel anything on the pre-trition, but I felt absolutely different on the UFORIA. Other people like my wife don't feel any different. I mean, when you eat an orange and you eat a banana, do you feel that potassium running through your body? I mean, I guess maybe you don't cramp as much, but no, it's not like that. And then, you know, what does feeling healthy feel like once you're healthy, right? So you have to do things like, you know, get your doctor to add your DNA test to your wellness report to your medical records. Get blood work done. That's a great marker as well. So absolutely, it's not about feeling. Everybody's different. Everybody's, you know, reacts different. Everybody needs something different. So some people feel a lot of energy. I can't take it, you know, at all after noon because I'll just be, you know, up till 3 jamming. And so that's just when you give your body the proper raw materials that it needs, watch the wonders happen, right? I used to get 3 sinus infections a year. I have not gotten one since I've been on UFORIA. That's just me. You know, Misty's nails grow extremely long. That doesn't happen to me. They grow very quick for her. So, you know, everybody's different. And then how will you know when you stop taking them? Well, I mean, it's kind of like when you stop working out. For me, I had a gap, and I live in Florida and Virginia, and I went for about a week and a half without any. I was, you know, it felt like I had stopped working out. I mean, you just felt like, you know, or eating unhealthy. So, you know, it's the same thing. Your SNPs are the building blocks of your health. Your wellness will depend on how solid your foundation is. So why, you know, the question is, why would you ever stop, right? So those are the basic questions we get. And like Kyle said, sickness versus wellness, you're going to pay for your health one way or another. You know, I used to be an All-American decathlete in track, and our coach used to say, you're only going to pay for so much pain in your life. You might as well pay for it now on the track, right? And we knew if we put in the work, you know, the training during the fall, that the rewards would come in the spring when track season was. And the same thing with your health. You know, you're going to buy pharmaceuticals, big pharma, and you got side effects to deal with, or you could be preventative. You know, you can do all the things that require healthy living, like your sleep, your spirituality, your stress level, your you know, how active you are, and of course what you put in your body. All determines. We know all these factors are what's you know, prevents sickness and disease. It's just proven again and again. So the CDC says that over 50% of all health problems are preventable. So this is just one more thing that you need to pay attention to.
I love that. For me as well, think about this though. If it has your name, your barcode attached to it, I mean, if you're looking at the business side, this is an opportunity conversation. There's a lot of people, a lot of companies out there. If they're all one size fits all, you can go out there and just go resell it on Amazon or eBay, right? Who's going to go on Amazon and buy someone else's designer custom nutrition based on their DNA? I mean, Micah's good looking, but I may not want to start looking like Micah. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm just joking. Actually, I probably would. You got a nice bald head too.
We look pretty much the same anyway, bro.
Love it, man. But that's big though. To be able to build a passive residual income long term, you want to have something that has clients and clientele that can't go get it somewhere else. That's got to get it from the source, and that source can be you. So you've got 2 different options here. We have, for those who really maybe need a little bit more of a cleanse, they have what's inside there. They're going to have swabs. They're going to have the things in vials. You put the swabs in to send to the labs. You're going to have the mailing and everything that you need to be able to have the labs take care of that. You're going to have a $100 discount from your DNA test. So it's only a one-time purchase for the $100 for the DNA test versus the $400 to $500 that you normally see other places. And then either you have 2 options, either 30-day supply. If you need a little bit more of a cleanse, the base formula will be able to help you prepare your body to receive the nutrition that will be formulated, designed, custom for you. So that'd be $159.95, or we have a quick kit that has a 10-day supply of that same pre-trition. And so if you look at the cost factor, just to be able to get started, a one-time purchase of the $99 for the one-time purchase of the $49 for the quick start kit, it's only $149 plus shipping and tax to get you started. Just one single transaction to help you get started, and then that can continue for that nutrition that will come to your doorstep every single month for only $5, $6 a day, $159 a month plus shipping and tax. And here's the great part. Let's just say $159 is a little bit of a stress for somebody, you know, because at the end of the day, we're going to pay for it one way or another. Either our sickness later or our health today. Now is the time to take care of your body, right? So it doesn't matter how, you know, if you work out the most or if you're the most fit guy, guys, it doesn't matter. It's what you inherited. My cousin, for example, died at 50 years old, was a health fanatic, ate all the right things, did all the right stuff, never smoked, never drank, died of a massive heart attack at 50 years old. A good buddy of mine that I just reached out to, George, his brother, 40 years old, massive heart attack on the spot, died, had no clue why. Never did anything harmful to his body. Guys, it's what we've inherited. And this is what's the beautiful part. This is why I'm so passionate about it, is we literally have the opportunity to empower people by giving the knowledge first and foremost, and then giving them the solution. But if financially it's something that's a stretch, guys, we've all referred something to good people, to people that we like and love anyway, right? If we know something positive for them, we want to refer it. And even as a customer, you're going to have your own replicated site for free. It costs you nothing. And you'll be able to refer that to your friends and family, whoever you'd like to do it with. And every person you refer that becomes a customer, you'll be able to have it for free. 25% off from the first referral, 50% off the second, 75% off the third, and your fourth referral, you get yours absolutely free. Just pay for the shipping and tax, and that will be on your doorstep. Guys, this is big, that we can actually have the opportunity to just even referral. You get 4, pay no more. This is big. Right, so we have a referral program for our customers, as well as what we call nutritionists, what we'll talk about here, as an opportunity for those who actually want to get ahead instead of just getting by.
Let's get everyone free.
That's right. Now, this is massive, guys. This is, open your vision up a little bit, because this is an opportunity conversation. We're talking about, this is a massive opportunity, because the beginning stages of a company that has the ability to not only go to multiple verticals, but on a global basis that's scalable. Now, skincare is that next common sense product that we would actually going to be going into, because imagine designer custom DNA skincare, because everybody's different. Our body's different. Your skin will react to different ingredients different than mine, just like our body does. So this is the inside out or the outside in, guys. This is our largest organ of our body is our skin. And so this is to come, guys. This is exciting news. It's coming down the path, but we're not there yet. We're going to focus on what's in the inside out first. Go ahead. So this is really the beginning part of just talking about what we have here as a product. And I'm going to bring on a gentleman real quick that is not only one of the most successful entrepreneurs I've ever met, but a gentleman that's close to my heart. He's just a phenomenal human being. And really, we actually made these shirts. We actually know how to unzip your jeans. If you can see that, if it comes across, it's kind of fun. But guys, this gentleman, he's actually in Belize right now. He took his time away to make sure that he was in a proper location where he can actually communicate and speak to us for a few minutes. Just a little bit about the business side, how we can actually financially benefit and gain and grow something that has a long-term passive residual income, that you can actually build a wall of financial security around your family. You work full-time on your job, part-time on your fortune, something that can actually help you build a true fortune for your family. And retire your kids and grandkids. If you guys are looking for a retirement, or if you're looking for an extra couple $100, doesn't matter. This is the opportunity that we have, an opportunity of a lifetime. So that being said, a gentleman that really has not only impacted millions of people's lives globally in the last 20 plus years of this industry, but also just knows all the facts. Super fun to work with, down to earth, and just a genuine, authentic human being. So blessed to have him here, Mr. John Malott. You on, sir?
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, real quick, because I don't know how long I'll have Wi-Fi. I am on a island in the middle of South America. It's crazy because you have a business like this and you can build your business anywhere. It doesn't matter. I know last week, Kyle, you were in Hawaii, hiking, doing your thing. And imagine having a product that is the future, a product that this is where the masses are going. I had a mentor many, many years ago who said, find out where the masses are going and get there before they get there. The challenge is so often is that we're just not invited to the party. We don't get invited to the party until all the fortune has been chopped up. You're talking about a company that launched this month. We have launch parties that are happening for the next several months in different marketplaces as we're bringing this to the market. Think about it. Why would you even think about it if you know that you can customize your supplementation, you can customize your nutrition, you can shore up your weaknesses, you can take a look at who you are from on a cellular level, from the inside out, and then have a customized solution based on who you are. Why would you ever go back to the old way? I heard Micah say earlier about taking the ingredients and then, finding out what it costs. I know when I took my ingredients to GNC and I found out what it costs, I was like, man, this is a no-brainer. Not only am I getting it customized myself, but I'm getting it for less than it would cost me to do it anywhere else. So the last thing I'm going to tell you guys, I want to be very brief, that it's you think about from a compensation standpoint. This is a residual income play. That's the only place I go. I've been incredibly blessed. I don't have all the things that society says you're supposed to have to be successful. I don't have a college degree. I don't even have a high school diploma. And you know how society has a way of putting people in boxes. It could be the color of your skin. It could be your gender. In my case, it was my lack of education. I ended up doing exactly what society expected from a 10th grade dropout. I found myself working over at the General Electric plant. I'm a custodial engineer. I was a janitor. I was struggling to keep up with the big mouth promises I made to family, friends, and bill collectors. I was just getting nowhere very, very fast. In debt, frustrated, the whole bit. And at that point, I have a child. I have another one on the way, and I'm just like, man, why do I feel like a hamster on a wheel every single day? And then I was fortunate to get introduced to a world-class entrepreneur who started to teach me the fundamentals of entrepreneurship. He started to show me there was a whole nother way out there. And he talked about residual income. He talked about doing something today and getting paid tomorrow, getting paid month after month after month. And I got excited about that. I always joke and say, look, I'm temporarily motivated to be permanently lazy. And, I love the idea that I can work anywhere. Today we got smartphones and in most places, except for sometimes on this island where I'm at, we have Wi-Fi where I can connect to the Wi-Fi. I could build my business from my smartphone in my pocket. We've got an app that we've designed where we've automated everything from, look, I don't need a bunch of salespeople. We don't need a bunch of salespeople trying to go out there and hard close people on this product. It's unnecessary. All I do is I show that 90-second video. Then I follow up with an 8-minute video that gives just a little bit more detail. And the next thing you know, people are saying, I want that. I want that. Of course you want that. Why wouldn't you want that? Unless you simply just don't care. Unless you're like, look, I don't want to be healthy. I hate being healthy. There's no reason for it. Particularly if you haven't, like me, in some cases, not eating right. Sometimes I'm missing my workouts. This is a way, if there's a hurricane coming towards my house, I want to shore up those weaknesses. And in some cases, it's a way to offset some of the damage that we're doing. Our genes load the gun, but the environment pulls the trigger. Here's a way for us to, offset some of the environmental things that we're doing on a regular basis, either self-imposed or things that are happening in the environment that I can't control. How much pesticides and crap monosat puts on my food. I can't control, what's being pumped into the air. Sometimes half the time we don't even know what's going on in the water supply and the food. Who knows? So this is a way to offset that. And of course, today we want to live longer. When I'm turning 50, this year. So I'm like, man, I'm on the second half of my life. I want to make this count. I don't want to be like most people, get caught up in our sick care system. Okay, you're going to live longer because the pharmaceutical companies have created drugs that keep you sick, needing more of their drugs, but I'm not any healthier. I'm not getting a better lifestyle. And so what we've created is a residual income opportunity around what I believe is the most significant wellness product on the planet. We just simply send a video to someone and say, hey, check it out. I'm in the business of sorting. I've never been in the business of convincing. I'm saying, check it out. You're smart enough to make a decision based on your health. You're smart enough to make a decision on, hey, look, this is the cost of doing it, or here's the cost of not doing it. So you weigh the two. If the cost of not doing it you think is better than doing it, then stay on your plan and we'll see what happens. That type of thing. And most people don't want to be on the cross your fingers plan. I've discovered most people are just, a little bit confused sometimes, or, it's expensive. You go to Whole Foods and you buy a bag of groceries and now your kids can't go to college. I mean, it's like, okay, so, we sometimes we do the bury our head in the sand type program, of course, and we know later on we pay for that. But imagine this, guys, every time we put a customer on this product, we're getting paid. And then every month when that product, it's made on Tuesday, their name is slapped on the label, customized to them. It's delivered to them on Wednesday, fresh and hot out the kitchen. We get paid again and again and again. This is how you create lifestyle. Life is what you live. Style is how you live it. To be able to say, look, you know, I want to retire my parents. Maybe I want to retire myself. Maybe I'm tired of that boss that, you know, lacks integrity. Maybe I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, or, you know, what do they say? Just over, all these little cliches we have, being in the rat race. I mean, like, who wants to be in the rat race anyhow? What if there was a better way? I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. I'm saying when your part-time income here exceeds your full-time income there, you now live in a world of I choose to, no longer in a world of I have to. I don't have to be stuck in traffic, giving people the number one sign on the way to work and back. I don't have to do something I don't want to do. I don't have to sacrifice my health or my integrity or even my time to build someone else's dreams at the expense of my own dreams. What if we started dreaming again, saying, look, how is this, I guess the question, the last question I asked, is this where the market is going? Is this where health and wellness is going? Well, I don't know. Life magazine, Time magazine, CNBC, all these different publications, every time I turn around, they're talking about personalized medicine. The pharmaceutical companies right now are creating drugs based on us on a cellular level. That DNA information, they're creating drugs specifically to create drugs personally designed for us. Why shouldn't we have an alternative to the pharmaceutical industry? Why shouldn't we take, you know, superfoods, herbs, spices, you know, raw plant-based materials plus vitamins and minerals, package them and make personal, natural nutrition the way it is? I mean, why not? Well, we're at the cutting edge. So of course there's a little controversy around that. Now I like that. I like the idea that not everybody has it, because once everybody's on it, then the game has changed. You know, it's no longer the future. It's called history. I get it. You know, CBD, you know, most of the world now knows about CBD. I'm in Belize, and there was a little shack when we got off the airplane, off a propeller plane, this little tiny town that we landed in to go over to this private island that we're on. And there was a shack with a dude selling CBD. I was like, dang, man, it is everywhere now. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I think it's great. I think that I'm glad we discovered it. We have a cannabinoid system that's built into our body. And if we're supporting that through proper nutrition, you know, through proper diet, through exercise, amazing things, there's amazing results are happening. But I wanted to be there before everybody found out about, you know, that particular thing. I wanted to be there before the masses got there. You want to live with the classes, then you've got to be able to market to the masses, but you got to figure out where they're going before they get there. I know it's sexy, it's hot. When everybody's doing it, seems like, oh, everybody's doing it. Okay, well, when everybody got in real estate, man, 2008 happened, and you can look back in history. Every time everybody's on it, well, maybe the party's over. The stock market gets run up like crazy because everybody's jumping in because it's at the top, and you guys know what happens. Next thing you know, everybody's, you know, bailing out. Their 401ks turn into 201ks. So, you know, we're bringing the future. Do I think everybody's going to get it? No, not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not even this year. But I think we're not long from a massive paradigm shift, a massive momentum shift where it's like, are you kidding me? Why would I ever, when GNC is closing down stores left and right because they're selling blind nutrition, one size fits all, let's guess on this thing. It's starting, the writing is already on the wall. We just got to read it, man. Just got to read it and say, let me bring this to the market. Let me do it with integrity. Let me tell the truth. Let me build it part-time at first, maybe pick up an extra $1,000, you know, an extra couple of $1,000s a month. And who knows, for me, you know, $1,000 a month eventually turned into $10,000 a month. Then it turned into over $100,000 a month. And it wasn't long before I had over $250,000 a month residual income. I'm pinching myself every single day. But that was my previous company. I got there before the masses saw it. People were still questioning it. They were still trying to understand it. And all we did is we went out in the marketplace, we played videos, we educated the market, and boom. And when it hit so big, I couldn't stop. I couldn't suck bad enough. It didn't matter what I said. I could drool on myself, fall on the ground. You know, it didn't matter at that point because momentum then kicks in, and momentum's the great exaggerator. It makes ordinary people without, you know, high school diplomas or whatever, you know, look like they're extraordinary. And I think that's what we've got, guys. We've definitely got an extraordinary product by any stretch of the imagination. I just was on a call the other day, and I think some of you were on there, where the White House doctor is taking that practitioner program and they're putting the White House label on the dang practitioner thing I mean, it's like, okay, this stuff is starting to become self-evident. We can't play around. This is a land grab. I got to get there before the masses get there, and then we get a chance to live the lifestyle that most of us dream about. Kyle, Mike, I appreciate you guys, man. You crushed it. You guys got this information down much better than I do. Love you guys. Let me get back to my festivities here on the island. And I just love building with my friends.
Absolutely. John, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule and on your vacation. Guys, that's the beautiful part. I mean, I was in Hawaii a couple weeks ago and literally on a mountain on a hike, and I had the opportunity to share this vision with people while I was there. You can build your business around your life. You don't have to build your life around your job or your other businesses. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, truly gives you the freedom that we're looking for. And I love what we're doing because the timing, positioning, because the financial infrastructure that we have, everything that we need here, we have available to us. This is something I've been looking for the last 18 years, and we're so blessed to have found it at the beginning stages where we can grow with it in this time frame. So that being said, guys, get back with the person inviting you to this, whether it's a recording of hearing it at a later date or this is live right now. Engage, go down this path of discovery. Start learning about what we got going on here. And go until you get to a point where it either makes sense to you or doesn't. Because, guys, opportunity always is an opportunity unless you take advantage of it. And we have an opportunity of a lifetime here, and we're just inviting you to participate and lock arms with us because we're going to make a fortune here. We look forward to having every single one of you, those who see the big picture like we do. That being said, guys, make it a great night. Have a great week, and we look forward to connecting with you here soon.
All right, we're going to stay on for a little bit if you're on still and you guys want to chat. Somebody check Facebook. I stopped the recording, but I can't. I've been trying to see if Facebook went live. Does anybody know?
I believe it's still recording, brother.
Am I still recording? No, I'm not.
It says record.
Micah.